Yael Stark, and I'm sitting here with Erron Dussard, and he's a personal trainer. So first of all, I wanted to thank you really for meeting up with me, and I wanted to ask you, how are you?
I'm better now that I've started exercising. Yeah, it's been a long journey the last 8 weeks, so just to kind of start my training off now, I kind of feel a lot more kind of vibrant, a lot more positive.
We're going to talk about what you went through for the last 8 weeks in a minute, but just tell me just a little bit about yourself.
Okay, yeah, my name's Erron Dussard. I am 26 years old in 2 weeks, or 3 weeks. Basically, I've been personal training now for about 18 months. Before that, I was working in the bank. Yeah, had enough of. I didn't think I was achieving enough job satisfaction, so I wanted something that was something that I enjoyed. So I kind of completely changed careers, done all my courses, and the rest is history.
Wow, that's fantastic. And how do you feel? I know you said 18 months, but the recession just started hitting.
Yeah.
So how did you feel the recession, affected your business? Has it at all?
To be honest, because I didn't really work before, I didn't do the personal training before the kind of economic climate went down, I can't say if there's been a change or not, but everyone advised me that I shouldn't quit my job because it's stable, I'm getting a really stable, but I felt that I needed to make a change. So, I just took that leap of faith. But I don't feel that, I've been hit too hard with people are still spending money because it's their health, it's a really important aspect. So I don't think people have kind of stopped spending in that way as much. So I haven't really felt it.
Okay, now just touching now upon your experiment, and tell us about it.
Okay, yeah, well, for the last 8 weeks, I decided to eat unhealthily, so I was eating a high-fat diet, about 50% fat, and between 3.5 and 5,000 calories. My reasons for doing that was just basically to kind of understand a bit more what my clients go through, those who live that kind of lifestyle, just to see how it impacts their training or impacts how their positive mood is and things like that, and also just to kind of highlight the dangers that people could be putting their bodies through by eating ready meals, takeaways, and not exercising. So that's why I wanted to do that, and then also I wanted to show people the ways in which to get healthy. So now we're entering the 4-week period where I'm going to start training and eat a healthy diet. So I'm going to devise a training program and an eating plan along with the dietitian to kind of follow and put that out for other people to kind of take on board if they wish to.
Okay, now just a little question, because some people think, okay, somebody else did that sort of experiment years ago and it was supersized me. How do you feel that your experiment is different than that?
Well, he just ate one food, and I don't think it's realistic, because I don't feel there's much people, well I hope not, that there's not much people that eat McDonald's morning, noon and night. His experiment was to the extreme. Mine is more related to someone's regular lifestyle. So that's how I feel it kind of differed. And also, I don't think anyone kind of saw how he got back into shape. And, I read up on it on Wikipedia, and it took him 14 months to get back into shape. Now, I don't know what process he used or what he done, but I think it would have been a good idea for people to have seen how he got back into shape. So I thought that's how I would do something different.
And do you think you're going to get it all quicker than...
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, brilliant. We're looking forward to see that.
Yeah.
Now, eating out is expensive.
Yes.
How did it affect your bank balance?
A lot. A lot. I mean, I wanted to try and make it realistic to how people live, and a lot of things that I hear from my clients is I don't have time to cook. I don't have enough time in the day to prepare meals and things like that. So I didn't cook at all for 8 weeks. So it was literally takeaways, ready meals throughout the whole process, and I would spend probably about between £10 and £20 a day.
Well, so actually people can spend that on a healthy way rather than...
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Now, I've got a interesting question for you.
Yeah.
In several of the videos, you literally stripped.
Yeah.
Now, why did you do it, and how did you feel? I mean, let's talk about the first time you actually took your clothes off in front of the camera.
I mean, I would say I'm shy. I'm a shy person, so me doing that wasn't a problem for me. It wasn't me being a showman or anything like that, but I just thought that people would like to see the effects rather than me just talk about it. So that was kind of my reasons for putting it all out there. But yeah, I don't mind. You know, at the time I was quite proud of my body, so you know I don't really mind. But as time went on, I knew that I was doing it for a purpose. So my personal feelings of, you know, I'm showing my body to the world wasn't really an issue for me. I didn't really think about it.
Okay, that's good. Now, the first week you said there was hardly any difference. You really felt a bit sluggish, a little bit tired.
Yeah.
Now, did it affect your business that week, and what happened afterwards? Because obviously, following weeks you felt even more sluggish.
Yeah.
Did it have any effect?
Yes, definitely. I mean, I have my client base already, which is quite stable. But January is normally, you know, the New Year's resolution. So everyone kind of starts hitting the gym and, you know, getting their fitness on. They'll normally pick up a personal trainer. But I feel that because of my my lack of energy and enthusiasm, I weren't as proactive as I would normally have been. So whereas I didn't, I kept stable with the clients I had, I didn't pick up as much as I did last year as in new clients. And I think that's directly down to the fact that I just wasn't proactive. And it's not because I couldn't be bothered or, you know, I felt comfortable in my position as it was, but it was just down to I physically couldn't. I felt really tired. You know, from I say 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I would need to sleep because I had no energy.
Okay, and normally it's not a problem.
Yeah, normally it wouldn't be a problem. I would go through the day and, you know, I'd be out on the gym floor talking to people, aiding people in their exercise, and then that's how I would pick up new clients. But I didn't spend as much time on the gym floor because I was resting.
And towards the end, you said that you suffered from abdominal pain and you went for a test.
Yeah.
What happened to those?
Oh, well, it went for a blood test on Thursday, so the doctor said it would be 3 to 5 days. So I'm waiting for him to contact me and then I'll go and sit down with him. But he was quite confident that I wouldn't have any severe damage because he said it was only 8 weeks. But I have got diabetes in the family. So when I said that to him, he did say, you know, maybe I shouldn't have done this experiment because it just takes one small thing to kind of trigger it off. So hopefully, you know, we'll wait and see what the results are. But I don't feel that there's anything too serious. I'm still, I still kind of feel abdomen pains, yeah.
So, what advice actually are you going to give to people who the main concern is money making and not concerned with health?
Yeah.
What would you suggest?
Well, my figures for the last couple of months spoke for itself. I didn't make half as much as I would have normally, and I just feel that when I'm exercising, I feel a lot more happier and a lot more positive, and it just makes me a lot more determined and driven in my career. And I think obviously the fitter I am and the more energy levels I have, is the more money I can attain.
Yeah. You also have the NLP background, don't you? And you were talking about visualization. I saw one of your latest. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit? Maybe some sort of advice you can give to those who.
Okay, yeah. What I would say is that it doesn't have to be fitness, but in any aspect of your life, you should set yourself goals. Because when you have a goal, you're kind of a lot more driven than rather just kind of just going through life and letting things happen. So if it was like a career, a job that you wish to attain in the future, what I would do is write out a statement and say the job that you wish to attain. But how you would talk about it would be as if you've already got that job. And you would be as detailed as possible about that job and how you feel at that time of receiving that job. So say for instance you wanted to be the chief executive of a company, you would write in your statement, I'm so happy that I've now got my job as a chief executive. I feel, happy, exuberant. I can now do this in my life, holidays, blah blah blah, whatever it is that's important to you. But you've got to add an emotion and detail to it, so it helps you with the visualization.
Yeah, because you did one on video number 58.
Yeah.
I'm a follower.
Yeah.
So anybody actually of those listeners who want to see how it's been done, they can certainly have a good example of how you did it. So now coming back to end of the experiment, what have you learned from it, and would you have done things differently?
What I've learned is that it's not, the food that we eat is very, it has a huge impact on how you feel. And I don't think people kind of are aware of that. I wasn't aware of that until I started eating in this way. That it just made me feel a lot more, a lot lower. Like I just weren't as vibrant as a person as I would have normally have been. I was very sluggish. Like my whole persona was very kind of lethargic, and that's down to your eating. And would I have done anything different? I probably would have gone to see a private doctor at the start, because my GP didn't want to see me, because he said it was voluntary what I'm doing, so he didn't want to do the tests at the start, which was a shame. So I would have gone to a private doctor to get those tests done, and probably have done it a bit more frequent, so people can see how soon the impact took place, rather than me doing it at the end now to see how much impact has been taking place. So that's the only things I would have done differently.
Are you very careful when you eat about your glycemic food? I mean, do you consult the glycemic index at all?
I wouldn't say I consult it with every meal that I have, but I'm aware of what is high in sugar and what's going to give you a spike quite quickly, and what's more slow releasing. So that I don't really eat on a normal, if you go for an experiment, I wouldn't really eat as much sugary stuff, because my taste buds, luckily, are not really drawn to those kind of things. But when I was eating those during the experiment, I would have a real big buzz quickly, and then a sudden crash, and the crash was severe to the point where I had to go to sleep.
That's an interesting one. Well, is anything else you wanted to say? Perhaps something about your website where we can find you?
Okay, my website is www.stone-img.com. You can see probably the last 16 videos on that. If not, you can go on YouTube and search Stoneimage, all one word. Or you can find me on Twitter as well, at Stoneimage, all one word as well.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, thank you very much for the time.
Thank you.